we turn the time over to President Cracroft.
That's a dangerous thing.
It is half an hour after 8 o'clock, so by 5 minutes to midnight, you need to wrap.
That's not quite enough, but that's fine. I have prepared 45 minutes on the atonement and 25 minutes on the calling and election. And I think that probably I'll go both. I feel so great. I am thrilled. I thought my wife was most eloquent in expressing really everything that I wanted to say, and shorter. But I am so grateful for this experience. I've often thought that my life has been framed by the outline of the Wasatch Mountains. And within that frame of the Wasatch Mountains, my life has been framed by my mission in the Swiss-Austrian mission in 1956 to 59. And I was there with Brother Schwemmer's brother. You remember, some of you, the quartet that we had, where we sang with 4 of the sons of missionaries that I had served with in Austria, in Austria. And so we sang for all of you unappreciative missionaries at Christmas, a quartet with those 3 brethren and me, and we made history. I don't think that has ever been duplicated in the church. I have no way of proving it.
No, it hasn't.
Elder Schwemmer, Elder Vicari, Elder O'Brien, and myself, Elder Cracroft. And we sang at Christmas conference, and there was enough attention that I think some of you heard it. But generally, I had nobody coming up saying, this is a classic moment in music. And, but that framed my life. My life changed completely because of my mission to Austria and Switzerland. The last 10 months of which I was the branch president in the Baden-Wettingen Gemeinde. And we had a terrific growth in the church there, and I'm still in touch every week with members of that branch and people that I've baptized now since 1958. And anyway, then the other frame of our mission is, as Janice said, this experience from 1986 to 89, exactly 30 years later. And it was a great joy for me to go back and to already be known. And when I had several of the Zurcher branch presidents come up and say, we served together when you were a young branch president. We used to go to branch president meetings. I mean, one of them was Brother Yeager. And we had numbers of these people. Anyway, it was a good foot up for me to go back, a leg up, I should say, but my legs don't work. But to go back to Switzerland and as a mission president, and it was a great joy. We were welcomed there by President Clayton Hurst and his good wife Norma, and they really welcomed us and made us feel comfortable, because I was very uncomfortable going in trying to follow Clayton Hurst, whom I worshipped as a great man and great leader, and Janice was shaking in her boots because she saw what kind of a woman she was following in Sister Norma. We love them, and we're delighted to have the reunion before last, Brother Hurst there, and he was in a wheelchair. I see that as prophetic. So those have framed my life, and I think I'll have on my tombstone. It's already been made. We already made our tombstone, so it won't be on there. But it would be certainly the Swiss mission, the Swiss-Austrian mission, as my points of departure and greatest moments of growth. Now, I'm so thrilled tonight with what has happened, and we want to thank Brenda Campbell Briggs and Tom Walker for the remarkable job they have done in getting us together. There's a lot to take. And my wife has done her usual thing. Usually when I'm speaking in a church, at some point I will dare to look down and she'll go like that. And then I know that I only have another 20, 25 minutes to speak. And she just did it to me again. I wanted to share with you just a couple of verses from a mission program that we put on in 1988. And you've already seen some of this. I put them on email. Why isn't this working? Are you telling me something, Tom? Shut up, brother. Whatever. Oh, yeah. My secretary here always corrects me. Just in German.
So, President Cracroft, it's directional sensitive, so you have to hold it the same angle that's working for you. Keep it at that angle.
Okay, it's working.
Hold down here, it doesn't work.
Okay, all right. I've always been instructed by missionaries. It's terrible. Anyway, it was a Schade, tut mir wirklich leid, which we still sing at home. And remember the chorus was Schade, tut mir wirklich leid. You remember the day, you remember it well. When the call came in the mail, it was doggone swell. You were praying for New Zealand. Just a bit uptight when you opened up the letter and read, Die Schweiz. Must be some mistake, you told Uncle Herman. You see, you said, I just don't speak German. Hey, Uncle Hermie and your folks deserves observing your plight, saying, Tut mir wirklich leid. No mistake, friends chuckled at your Abschieds party. Switzerland is great. It's the land of Heidi. But you'll have to do more in that lovely nation than a lullabout on a 2-year paid vacation. So you kissed them all goodbye and headed for the Y, decked out in a Mr. Mac suit and tie. You studied up a storm at very great cost, discovered such phrases as Ich immer hasse das. The first day in the Schweiz is peaches and cream. Everyone's neat, life seemed like a dream. Out you go on the street, it's a piece of cake rum, until your Mitarbeiter grins and says, you're on, Cobb. Schade, schade. You've got 5 guldens for the 12th of May. It's going to be the big Tauf Day. The whole family's joining. There are simply no trubs until they talk with them darn J-dubs. Schade, schade. And then we go down to the end of a long song. When we approach heaven and for entrance implore, St. Pete will wave us all right through the door. We'll ask, is it because we look so good and pure? Heck no, he'll chuckle. It's your Schweitzer armband or. And when we enter in as St. Pete's guests, we'll ask him where he learned to insist on the best. He'll look through the specs and cry, it's tradition. You see, I green in der Schweizer Mission. I bless all of you for your lives, for your desires to serve the Lord and to keep your covenants and to continue to to influence, I hope, the brothers and sisters in the Schweiz, or even the non-members with whom you are all still staying in contact, because as I recall, Elder Nelson also said to us, tell your missionaries that the conversion is not over with the baptism. It is up to them to see that your members get through the temple. And I thought, that's one that's harder. But I think it means we need to stay in contact. I have certainly been blessed by my contacts with my early mission, and now with our later mission. We hear from somebody in the Schweiz every other day on email. That's been a blessing. And we are still in close touch with some of the leaders, and we're grateful for that continued contact. The mission is still a part of our lives, daily lives, and we hope that it is still a part of your lives, and that it will always be so. I promise you it will all be so. You're not, even those few who have become inactive, it's still part of their lives, and it will always be. It's one of those life-changing, maturing, enriching experiences that when we all look back, we cannot see our lives being without the Schweizer Mission. I bless you.